If you have multiple rental properties, should you split them out into separate LLCs or only have one LLC? It depends on the amount of risk that you're willing to take. The risk is that if you have a lawsuit coming after one property and your entire rental portfolio is inside of one LLC, that one lawsuit can access your entire rental portfolio because the lawsuit is coming after the owner of the property, which would be the LLC, and the judgment for that lawsuit has access to all of the assets to satisfy that judgment. And so a more risk adverse way to do it is put a property in a single LLC, one property, one LLC, and then you split them all out into their own LLCs. When you have a lawsuit coming out for one property, it's isolated to that LLC, and that lawsuit cannot access your other LLCs or the rental properties inside of it. Now, a lot of people are going to say it depends on the amount of equity that you have, but I personally don't feel like losing a property regardless of the amount of equity I have, because I had to put a down payment on, I had to go through the whole process of finding it, flipping it, doing renovations, getting it rent ready, etc. I don't feel like losing that property. So I would split them out myself if they were my rental properties. A lot of people will split this up based on the amount of equity if they are a more advanced real estate investor and have a larger portfolio. So instead of doing one door per LLC, they would do the amount of equity per LLC. And so they might be doing $500,000 of equity per LLC, $1 million of equity, and so on, depending on the complexity of your estate. If you want help setting any of this up, click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk some more on our team.